kind of problem. But you told me you wasn't. So I was like, I'll put it to the side. So now, cool, whatever. You know, I always had a report. Yo, bro, like I told you, that's why I told this whole story is because you talking about you can't do nothing with Jay-Z and Nas. None of this shit would have been possible. Nothing. Well, you know, my bottom line is, and I'm going to get back to the story. We all helped build a Diplomat brand, the builder, let's say the Diplomat building, but I own the land.
Right.
You can't build a building if you don't own the land.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, see the guy, y'all niggas is some funny dudes, man. Y'all niggas throw these questions and you get these niggas to bite or whatever. You can't give me the bite, bro. That's why I did this shit myself. Who else did this shit on live, my nigga? I'm not for that. And you, my man, we see the whole program. I'm a big fan of the Breakfast Club. It's like Breakfast Club fuck with y'all so much. You had Ebro hating on me the other day on his show. Say, oh, Cam, never get no money. Yo, bro, that shit corny. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with our name Summer. I just think that y'all have a better show in the morning time. Just in the morning time. I fuck with everybody. I fuck with everybody all in New York. I just think y'all have the best morning show. Period. So where I'm at?
Bird game. Back to the bird game.
Where I was at?
Back.
Where I was at though?
Back to the bird game.
Oh yeah, so you know, he started doing this bird gang shit and all this and I'm like, you know, I'm thinking, why you branching off or whatever? So I copyright the name just in case. So no, I was at Ballin. Ballin came out and he was popping. You know, you get Stack Bundles, God bless the dead. Girl named Jaja from Miami. She was dope. She had some kid from Baltimore. Some kid from Baltimore that sounded like Jay-Z that was dope. And then he got Max B. Now Max B, and Jim's on right, he's the one who put Max B on. Max B is from my building. Him and Mike Bruno is from my block. And Max B, you know, he wasn't Max B, his name was Charlie Rambo. And Charlie was ill, man. Charlie was one of these niggas that would piss in a bottle and bums would be sleeping. He poured a piss on them and laugh and shit like that. Like he was a funny nigga. Charlie Rambo was a funny nigga. So he was always getting in trouble though, in and out of jail doing his thing. And you know, that's just the environment we lived in. So he got out of jail, he come up to me. This is word for word. So I'm like, Charlie, what up? When you guys say, yo, Flea, I just came home. I said, y'all say you always just coming home.
Pause, baby. Okay, went back.
He said, you always just coming home. So I said, he said, yo, Flea, you know I rap now. Let's get this shit clicking like Dorothy's heels. I said, yo, I laughed like that because I couldn't take him seriously. Because this is my man. He from my building. I'm like, you rap now, Max? I mean, Charlie, he like, yeah. My name is Big Avelli. I said, Big Avelli? He said, I'm Biggie and Tupac mixed in one. But I'm laughing again because, like I said, I know this dude from my building. And, you know, I couldn't really take Max serious because I didn't see the potential because, you know, I'm not God. I don't always catch every artist and be like, oh, how you missed this nigga? I just didn't see it because I fuck with him. And I didn't hear him rap at that time. I never heard him rap. So I guess Jim, some type of way, got with Max. I don't know how Mike Bruno got with Jim and they got together. So Jim called me like, yo, I'm gonna fuck with Max B. And I was like, yo, go ahead, do your thing. I didn't know it would be this type of situation. I'm just being totally honest. I didn't know. So, you know, even when they start beefing niggas from my block, like, how the fuck you let that go down, Cam? And I'm like, yo, cut this shit. You ain't know Charlie was gonna be this good. Cut it out. You ain't know Charlie was gonna be this fucking good. Yeah, but no, when now fucked up, him and Jim beefing now, man, fucked it, man. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't know. I can't really get into Max B, Jim Jones beef. I don't really know how that shit started, but Max B always coming to me on the block, like, Flea, man, get me out, let me come fuck with you. I said, man, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way tall. I didn't see it, I didn't know. And you and Jim did see your talent more than I did. So I can't just like motherfucking take you from Jim. It's his deal, and motherfucker, I didn't know you was gonna be this good. I wish I would have because we from the same building, but I just didn't know, and I'm being totally honest. So he's forming this bird gang shit, and I'm like, I thought we all supposed to be the diplomats. Why is this little side bird gang shit? You know what I'm saying? This little bird gang shit on the side. I'm like, back of my brain, like, let's start a fake beef. So I'm like, all right, this nigga's branching off. I see it. I see him branching off. It's cool. There ain't no problem. But this still my man. We ain't have no friction or nothing. So Ballin' come out, like I said, we had no problem when Ballin' came out. I may came to video late or whatever. I seen him say I never came to one of his shows. I'm sorry, I don't remember not coming to one of your shows. I just don't believe that. I'm not gonna sit here and say, maybe the way he described it, he said I never surprised him about it. Well, maybe I didn't surprise him, but I came to plenty of your shows. I came to your shows, I wasn't hating. I mean, why would I hate when I've been fighting for you to be a rapper for 10 years? So what happened was this, and I'm just being totally honest, man. This is when everything got fucked all the way up, B. I'm being honest, B. I'm telling you the truth. He can say I didn't come to the show. He can lie and say I robbed him of millions of dollars. I ain't robbed nobody because, let me explain something to you. This was the deal. Jewels was signed to me. And that's it. I had the Diplomat album and Jewels was signed to me. That's it. I had no paperwork with J.R. Ryder. I had no paperwork with Hal Rudder, my niggas. Them niggas with the baby gram and did their own deal, and that was cool. They could use the bird, fuck it. It's all good. Jim never had no paperwork with Jim, so how did I rob him? I was eating, I'm not gonna lie, off the Diplomat album, my album, and I had a joint venture deal with Jewel's album with Def Jam. Cool. So what I was saying is we got the Diplomat brand. I seen niggas get $100 million checks, so Rockefeller, we shooting an old boy video. Kevin Lyles and Leo Cohen, these dudes came and presented Rockefeller, Dame Dash, Biggs, and Jay-Z with a check for $125 million. I don't know how much Irvin, Murder Inc. got. They was getting some mad bread over there. Rough Riders had just caught a D. Shout out to D from Rough Riders. He caught a wild check over there. And I'm like, yo, when I seen them niggas cash out for $125 million, I'm like, we got to keep grinding. We got to. Because right then and there, I would say we was probably worth 15, 20 million at the time. Like, we ain't gonna go for no 15, 20 million. I just seen the nigga hand the nigga a check for $125 million. So, I don't know what he said I robbed him of. I didn't rob him of anything. He had these artists, and like I'm not throwing no shade. You have Max B, you got Stack Bundles, them two alone. Put them out. You could have ate, you know what I'm saying? Jim kept using them for his albums instead of putting them out. And like I be telling people, I'm like, you know, Jim, if you think about it, just think about it. And like I said, I gotta always say no shade because everybody can shade. Jim never put no artists out. Jim has never put an artist out. I got all the artists. I got all the talent. I was in the street recruiting all these rappers. Jim ended up getting some rappers, and what he did was use them for his album instead of putting them out. Max B may not be in jail if you put his album out. Or Stack Bundles might have got out of Far Rock if we had an album out. Jim never put these people album out. You know what I'm saying? If this, you know, like I said, no shade, just think about it. Google it. Do the homework. What artists he put out. I'm not dissing. I'm not dissing at all. I'll sit here and wait for somebody. Tell me if they tell me who album he put out.
No.
No lie.
Shit, crickets.
The real crickets are getting in the back. Right? Because, yeah.
They asked me for Freaky never mentioned.
Okay, yeah. They said they want to talk about Zeke.
They asked him, you haven't mentioned him.
Oh yeah, no, they late. Whoever said I ain't mentioned Zeke is bugging.
No,
I
didn't.
He did.
I'm the one who told you Zeke ran the club in Ohio. I ain't mentioned Zeke. Fam, Zeke, okay, real quick, Zeke. Zeke is the one, Jim did bring Zeke around, this is true, but me and Zeke built a rapport, which was crazy, so when I went to Ohio and got a club, Zeke ran the whole club. It was my club, but he was the manager of the club. You know what I'm saying? Zeke is the nigga, we got rich. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I was in Ohio and Chicago running 2 clubs, and Zeke ran the clubs. He's the one who ran the clubs. That's my nigga. I love Zeke. That's my motherfucking brother. That nigga, yo, fam, when shit was fucked up, Zeke ran the motherfucking clubs for me, and we got rich. Zeke is ran the motherfucking clubs. Like I told nigga, like fucking Quick in Harlem Nights, and I was Sugar Ray. So whoever say I mentioned Zeke, I was just late because I love Zeke. That's my nigga, my nigga. Like I wouldn't have survived to make it to.
You want another soda?
No, I'm good. I wouldn't have been able to survive to make it to Diplomats if it wasn't for D. Because, like I said, me, him, and Jewels was in Ohio, and Jewels wasn't even out there in the club. He was too young. He was not young enough to get in the club, but he was out there. He was out there because I was like, yo, you got to rap. Because Jewels, let me tell you something about Jewels. Jewels was the most talented nigga in the world, but sometimes he needed that push. He needed that push. Like I seen the interview on Flex, because, you know, Jim told a story how I had a house in Chicago, and you know, Jewel, we would be dressed to go to the club, and we'd walk out to go to the club, and Jewel would be there. I'd be like, yo, you did your 16? And he'd be stuttering, and then after 16, I'd be like, stay here, we'll bring you some bitches back. You ain't coming till you write them 16. And Flex was like, I seen Flex like, oh, Ken was enjoying bossing somebody around. He was happy to boss around. Why the fuck would I enjoy? No, I wasn't enjoying nobody bossing somebody around. It's like this, and I'll put it in a different perspective. If you got a basketball player and you a coach, you want to keep him after practice. You want to make him come early because you know his full potential. He may be better than all the other basketball players, but you want to be harder on him because you know his maximum potential, and that's just how I felt with Jewel. So I'm like, this kid, he don't put 100% into it, but if he did, nobody would be able to touch this kid. So when we was in Chicago, when we was in Ohio, when we would go out, I wouldn't let him come. Or even my crib in Jersey, he stay with me. I'd be like, nah, you can't come out till you do these 16s. Because I want to hear them. Them shits was fire. I wanted more for me. Fuck the public. Give me more. Give me some 16s from my own motherfucking inspiration. That kid was fucking bananas. So when Flex was like, oh, Ken was enjoying bossing somebody around, nah, bro, it ain't like that, bro. Sometimes you see potential in somebody, and sometimes the people that you see potential in needs an extra push to reach their maximum potential. And that's what I was doing. I'm not enjoying bossing nobody around, bro. Not at all, man. No, not at all. That was my brother, and I knew that nigga was nice. So cool. Ballin' come out. And like I said, I just want to get to this part because Jim said, oh, I robbed him and did that. Like I said, I never had no paperwork with this man. That's how much I fuck with him. I never did a contract with him. Do you, man. Get the money. Get the artist. Okay, cool. You ain't breaking off. I see you building your own crew. No problem. Whatever. So, me and Jim used to get a lot of women. We had a lot of women. We shared a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? That's just the era we grew up in. You fuck this bitch, I fuck that bitch. You know, we fuck around bitches, yo, boom, whatever, right? So, and this is just being honest. This is just, I'm telling you what happened. Because he'll say, I robbed him, he'll say whatever, he'll say, this is what I did, and I'm not going wrong. I was dead wrong for this. I was dead fucking wrong, and this is where the whole shit collapsed at. This is where everything went all the way downhill. I'm being totally honest. Jim met Chrissy, and when he met Chrissy, he been liking Chrissy his whole life. He loved Chrissy, you know what I'm saying? But he just started messing with her. So, back then it wasn't, even though now it's cool, back then, or even back then it might have been cool, we was just kind of new to having millions of dollars in money or whatever. So Jim just meet Chrissy and he started messing with her, and he's buying her bags and buying her shoes like the first 2-3 weeks he met her or whatever. So I was like, yo, you tricking, man? What is you doing? You tricking, you bugging, or whatever. So this is my mistake, and I'm being totally honest. And if I could do it over, I swear to God, I would do it all the way over, because I see how their relationship grow, and I see they're still together, and I think that's real dope shit. I think that shit is hot. I didn't know it would grow to be that, but I'm thinking from a mindset, this is my man. Last month we was fucking bitches, now this nigga is buying what's the name, so I didn't know it would turn into this. So what I did was I made these t-shirts, and it said, Tricky Ricky, AKA Jim Jones is a trick. And on the back of the shirt, we had mad niggas in jail. Snags was in jail. My man Chanel from 115th, Young Handsome, he was in jail. We had a lot of niggas in jail at the time. And I was sending them money. So I made the shirt that said Jim Jones, Tricky Ricky. And and he not looking out for none of our niggas in jail, and on the back of the shirt, I had all our niggas in jail, and I had called them a trick. But I wasn't looking at it like that. I'm looking like that's how we played. I wasn't trying to disrespect them because I didn't know their relationship would grow to be what it was. But them shirts hurt. You know what I'm saying? I had niggas wearing a shirt in the studio because we was cool. Niggas wearing a shirt, everybody's wearing it. It was just a joke. I didn't know. He took that shit serious, B. He took it serious. And to this day, I'll be man enough, I apologize about doing that. I really do. I apologize about that. But it's not from the perspective of that's what we put. That's my man. We fucked some bitches together last week, 2 weeks ago, a month ago. I didn't know it was like that. It was going to turn to this, and I'm happy how they relationship grew. After I did that shirt, though, everything was downhill. And niggas start acting like it's the business. Start acting like Cam is robbing us. Yo, Cam ain't doing this, Cam ain't doing that. That's when the shit fell out, after I made them shirts. So, even like with Jewels, me and Jewels had fell out. And I remember we fell out over something, and I wasn't speaking to him. So Jewels started hanging out with Jim. Jim called me and said, yo, you and Jewels going through some shit? I said, yeah, we going through a little something right now, you know. Whatever it was. He's like, I knew something was up because this little nigga keep calling my phone, wanting to hang out with me all the time all of a sudden. You know, this little nigga don't be hanging out with me. I knew something was up. It's all good. So me and Jewels was speaking over something, and him and Jim built a better rapport because Jewels was with me all the time. We was in all these different states together. But that's what Jim was like, when he's like, yo, this little nigga keep calling me, I don't know what the fuck is up. Jewels started hanging with him. And I'm like, cool. So after I did the shirts, me and Jewels didn't have the best relationship in the world. Then I did the shirt. Me and Jim's relationship wasn't really doing well. So them niggas started doing shit together, which was fine with me. It didn't matter to me either. That was cool. It was all good. And that's how the relationship between me and Jim Jones went bad. Nobody really knows this though. You know what I'm saying? Cool. I don't have no problem with that. Cool. In my brain, I'm like, let's just keep whatever the problems is covered up so we can get the $125 million that Rockefeller got. Rockefeller got the $125 million. Let's go get the $125 million that them niggas got. Let's get it. If we got problems, so what? Sweep them shits under the rug. Don't tell nobody. Whatever. Cool. So I'm downtown at the club one night. I'm by myself. I'm chilling at the club. You know, Jim is you know, he's a blood at this time. Jim is blood. So I don't know. I'm not a blood. I'm not a gang member. I'm not none of that. I'm just Cameron Giles. I'm cool with all the gang niggas, Crips, the Bloods, my niggas, both on both sides. I'm just not a gang member. So Jim got all type of beef or whatever. If he got a problem, cool. Ain't no problem. I got a problem too. I don't know he got a problem with some nigga with True Life. I guess they was beefing or whatever. So them two niggas is beefing, whatever. I'm downtown the club by myself, Dolo. True Life and like 3 niggas get out of car. I was like, yeah, fuck Dipset, da-da-da. We get into an altercation down at the club. It's like 3 or 4 of us niggas and it's me. So we get in an altercation. You know, the next day it's publicized, it's all blown out of proportion, whatever. To me, that shit cool. I got caught slipping. I didn't know motherfucking, I was beefing with this nigga, but it's fine. I don't got no problem. It is what it is. That's part of the street shit. So, you know, it's on the radio, whatever. Jim goes on the radio that night and tell Miss Info, this is how, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of shit was built off the diplomat shit. Miss Info, she ended up getting a job. Her name was Minion. She ended up getting a job at High 97 off of this shit called Miss Info because she knew us. I had a personal relation with Miss Info, and Jim did too, off the whole shit or whatever. But the moral story is, he calls Miss Info and tells people on the radio, after I get in this altercation, yo, Cam's on punishment. Huh? Cam's on punishment. Miss Info's on the radio. Nobody knows we got a problem, whether about the shirts, whether with Jewels, the public don't notice. And my thing is, keep shit in the house. To me, all this shit we doing right now is bird shit. But I just don't want niggas thinking I'm some bad type of guy or whatever. This is why I'm doing this shit. I think this shit is bird shit, personally motherfucking being on live and do when a nigga got my motherfucking phone number. I think this shit is stupid. Jim gets on the radio and says Cam is on punishment. What the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck? I'm on punishment. Who the fuck is niggas talking to? So that's when shit started getting public. And I'm like, yo, bro, this is the nigga out of line telling me some shit like that. So I'm sitting there like, I'm on punishment. All right, cool. I ignore this shit, whatever. Now the public knows we got problems. Nobody in the public ever knew we had problems. Cool. You want to make it publicized? Cool. I'm on punishment for getting an altercation with a nigga you had a problem with. And this same nigga, the same nigga you talking about, took your jewelry. You know, you go on YouTube, JoJo Capone, shout out to Joe, I've seen JoJo, you know, all that shit is old, so JoJo Capone, shout out to JoJo Capone, and True Life, I just seen JoJo in Chicago, shout out to him. And like I said, all this shit is old, this ain't shout out because he did that, it's just, I just seen him, we all cool, whatever. How you gonna say I'm on punishment because a nigga you got beef with that robbed you, got your shit, I don't even know you got beef with the nigga, these niggas got Jim jewelry on YouTube. Yeah, we took Jim Jones bringing all this other shit. And I'm sitting there like, let me know what the fuck going on in the street so I know I'm moving. But we didn't have great communication at that time. Our communication was lacking. So I'm like, cool, nigga gonna say I'm on punishment, boom. Right after that incident happened, my mother had a stroke a week later. Less than a week later, she had 3 strokes in one day. To this day, her whole left side of her body is still paralyzed a little bit. So I'm like, damn, you know, I gotta make sure my mom is good because she had 3 strokes in one day. So what I did was I took my mother to Fort Lauderdale to the best stroke doctors down there, and I rented a townhouse down there, and I had to make sure my mother wasn't gonna die. I didn't want my mother to die, man. Just take a couple months for her to get her walking back together. You know, her speech to this day is still impaired a little bit to this day. So I'm not, after that incident happened, I had my mother, so I'm off the scene for 2-3 months. And they like, oh, Kim is hiding. Kim ain't around. Niggas Kim. Then now the gym like, oh, that shit Kim, niggas ain't around. Oh, niggas missing. So after that incident happened with True Life, and then my mother had a stroke, and then I had to make sure we good. Niggas ignore the part about my mother having a stroke and just talk about act like this situation is why I wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? Cool, whatever. So Jim starts getting petty with people. If you hang out with me, he not fucking with you. I'm not on that shit because we got a bunch of mutual friends. We got mad mutual friends. To this day, we still have mutual friends. And I'm not that type of person to be like, oh, if you with Jim, don't hang with me. Like I said, I've known this dude going on 20 years. I'm not like that. Oh, y'all, I was just with Jim, cool. You tell Jim you was just with me. Stay over there. Let Cam take care of you then. Let Cam take care of you then. Yo, he tell a nigga, I ain't gonna say a nigga name. One of our mutual friends was in the studio, not even in my studio. He was in the studio. And he just put up a picture in the studio. Jim called him like, oh, you over there in Cam's studio? Let him take care of you. I hope he's going to take care of you, this, that, and the third. And it's like, yo, bro, if a nigga, why a nigga can't come to my studio? Me and you never had no real problems. Okay, the t-shirt was wrong, whatever. Boom, I'm past that. But why are you threatening niggas because they trying to just get out the hood too? They go in the studio, so if a nigga come to my studio, they can't go to your studio, and we all known each other 20 years. If you don't want to fuck with me, but don't make niggas make choices, and that's what he started doing. Yo, if you over there fucking with him, don't call me, I ain't fucking with you. Oh, you over there fucking with niggas, I ain't fucking with you. And I'm like, I'm not on it like that. I don't give a fuck. If nigga leave with me right now, go hang out with Jim. That shit don't matter to me. I'm not on that shit, my nigga. That shit is girl shit to me. I'm not calling Jim a girl, because they, oh, you calling him a girl. I'm just saying, it ain't like it's a bitch. It's niggas. Ain't like, yo, this bitch is over here fucking with me, then you go fuck. It's niggas. It's niggas, bitch. This is not no bitches, my nigga. So, he still do that to this day. It's like 5-6 months ago, I'm shooting a video. We used the same videographer. My man, I Am Ghetto Nerd. What up, my man Clifton Bell. His name on Instagram, I'm pretty sure he's watching this. I Am Ghetto Nerd. Jim called, I'm doing a video, Jim calls him 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months ago, telling him, yo, I see you doing a video with Cam. I ain't fucking with you no more. I ain't fucking with you no more. I don't want to be by fucked. I ain't fucking with you no more. And then nigga like, Jim, so cause you know I'm a very professional businessman. He said, Jim, let me ask you a question. If Cam gets booked in a club this week and they book you next week, you not gonna go to the club because Cam was booked there? He tells the nigga, I don't want to make sense. I'm petty like that. I don't give a fuck. You fucking with, I don't like you making sense, but I don't want to make sense. And niggas is like, yo, bro, I don't know what your anger about is. You niggas like, cause you know, niggas be like, oh man, why you gotta pick a side and it don't make no sense? Cause it ain't deep like that. Ain't nobody got no fights. Me and them ain't no fight, ain't no shootouts, no none of that shit. So basically, that's how the fallout happened. Because even the shit that happened with True Life in the Street, cool, whatever. But when you go on the radio and say I'm on punishment, it's crazy. You know, I go on and do a scene for Love and Hip Hop. I just came from me and I had some khakis and shoes on. He get on Twitter, niggas wearing khakis and shoes. Everything becomes public when this dude got my phone number. That's all I'm saying. Like even all this shit leading up to this, you have my phone number. You can call me, my nigga. This shit don't have to be publicized. Basically, what happened is this, and I'm just being my opinion. I could be totally wrong. He signed a Rock Nation, right? And a lot of people was hating like, oh, you a dick rider, you a sucker. How you gonna sign the Rock Nation? This, that, and third. This what, you know, comments and fans and people who love the Diplomats were saying. And it's like the next day he go to Flex. Now when you go to Flex, most of the time you got a new record. You go up there with a new record. You play the record. That's why you go to Flex. I think he went to Flex, or Flex called him to justify him signing the Rock Nation. That was justification. Like, oh, I'm getting a lot of backlash. I signed the Rock Nation. So let me go make up this fucking story about how Ken robbed me and I got a new lawyer and he ain't giving none of us our money and I have $1,500 in my pocket and I fought everybody for the Diplomat to just justify him signing the Rock Nation when you should be like me. Only reason I did this shit tonight, and I still got more to tell. I'm gonna get into America's Most Wanted, the Rucker fight, all that shit. I'm just telling you right now, but I gotta get into the tough part. I just did all music part. We got sections of this shit. We gonna get into all this tough shit in a minute. So, I signed a Rock Nation or whatever. You know, I'm 40 years old. I'm not signing a motherfucking person. I'm just saying, to me, it seemed like he had to justify it and make up all these stories of how I robbed him and how I used to stay. He gave me a place to stay. And you used to give me fresh, and you was my manager. This nigga say he's my manager, my hype man, dog. Just say you signed the Rock Nation. That's it. You don't have to go into this hour speech, 2-hour speech about me. You signed the Rock Nation, and then the next day talk about Ken for an hour. It just don't make no sense to me. I just don't understand it.
It's testimony.
Huh?
It's testimony.
Yeah. But you know, you get what I'm saying? It was more the fact that he got a lot of backlash out of Rock Nation because his Diplomat fans. Right. So niggas like, oh, this nigga Tommy fucking it up, ain't gonna be no review. You know how fans is. So the next day, me personally, I signed to whoever that, you know, like I said, I'm not signing a motherfucking person at this point in my life. But I'm just saying, if you did, man, listen, fuck that. I'm signed, nigga. I don't care what you motherfuckers think. Fuck, man, whatever. Hey, you'll get over it. Niggas got over Kevin Durant going to motherfucking Golden State. You know what I'm saying? It is, you know it is what it is. Niggas will get over that motherfucking shit. Niggas will get over it. That's what I would say. You be mad now, you'll get over it. And if you don't, what can I do? But I'm me. I can't expect everybody to be me. You know what I'm saying? So, I just didn't understand the timing of it. You sign a Rock Nation, the next day it's an hour and 15 conversation about me. Man, just sign. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. You ain't gotta go through this elaborate bullshit story to justify you signing with Rock Nation and crying all that. That's the only reason I came up here, because, you know, it's like, oh, that man poured his heart out. And a lot of stuff that he said was true. I'm not discrediting the whole story, but a lot of shit he said was not true. A lot of shit was not true. You know what I'm saying? And then he like, oh, he was crying. But Jim is emotional. He said it on the show. He's mad emotional. He does things off emotion. Even when this shit is over, he gonna get on the gram and do something emotional. He is. I'm just telling you. He is. He gonna write some shit. Oh, niggas. He's like that. I'm telling you, he's gonna do that. That's what he's gonna do. He does that. Or go on Twitter, or he'll wait a day or two because I said it now and say something else. That's just the way he is. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He's just an emotional guy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, he's crying. Yo, go to Love and Hip Hop. Go to Love and Hip Hop. He crying on there too. He crying on Love and Hip Hop. Him and Chrissy just had a show that went over there. The last show of their season. He crying on there too. He crying on these shits. That nigga not cry. I'm not dissing him. I'm just, you know, niggas be like him trying to diss. This nigga, he just cried yesterday in that interview.
He cried.
He been crying. Because he's emotional. I'm not saying his tears are fake. I'm not saying he does it to be. I just think he gets that built up emotionally to where he cries. Because he's just built up emotionally. Like I said, when you get a chance, I don't know if it's on YouTube or any of that other shit, but on Love and Hip Hop, he's sitting in front of his mother house crying over some shit with him and his girlfriend and his mother. And I get it. I understand he wants his girlfriend to get along with his mother. I want my girlfriend, I want my wife to get along with my mother. I'm not going to cry. You know what I'm saying? Whatever him and Chrissy got going on, like, he's crying. And, you know, niggas call me, because I don't watch it. Then I'll turn it into, I'll catch it on demand or something like. And, you know, that's still my nigga. Like, I'm not talking about the interview all day, so that's still my nigga. So I'm like, I'm looking at him like, don't cry. I'm looking at the show TV, I'm like, do not let that tear come down. Don't fucking cry. Oh shit, he's crying. fucking crying, man. I'll be mad about this shit. I'll be like, God damn, man. Hold that shit in, man. You know what I'm saying? So when a lot of people seen the interview and they be like, oh, he cried. Like, Jim is emotional, he cries. And even when he mad, he cries. And so it wasn't, to me, I didn't take it like, oh, he's pointing hard. He got emotional build up. And that was that. So now, like I said, that